好啦，我哋又嚟到最緊張嗰部分啦，係關於到底食啲咩嘢先可以健康，先可以 good fit and sexy 咁樣咧
？Right, we were just talking about the fat content, right? So actually now is the new popular food is coconut oil.
頭先我哋講到脂肪啦，咁而家我哋亦都講到咧，而家最流行嘅嘢咧就係椰子油啦。
And coconut oil is the same as pork fat, almost the same.
Really?
Saturated.
Saturated. 如果呢個椰子油其實就係講緊呢個
豬油
一樣，係啦，佢都係高脂肪，都好多嘅。
Supposedly fat, but if it's been proven, if you take, I think, at least 1 to 3 tablespoons coconut oil a day, you will lose weight automatically, even if you change nothing else.
Let's go shopping！
呢個係好激人嘅消息，佢話如果你每日可以飲1至3湯羹嘅椰子油，其實你基本上你係會減肥嘅。
Because it will make your blood sugar more stable. If your blood sugar is stable, your body is willing to drop fat.
因為佢會保持我哋嘅血糖平衡啦。如果血糖平衡嘅話，其實就嗰個體重就會下降。
So basically, losing fat is like losing money from the bank. You don't like to lose money, so your body doesn't like to lose fat. Why would you spend money? Okay, if you have security, like you bought a house and you paid it off, and then you're willing to spend more money. So security comes from stable blood sugar.
所以咧就係保持血糖平衡，其實係非常好嘅。如果血糖減低嘅話，或者增高嘅話，其實就好似唔見錢咁。咁所以冇人會中意嘅。
But besides the blood sugar, like I said, also eating the right food for your body.
血糖嘅平衡亦都係講緊我哋食一啲啱嘅嘢對我哋身體嚟講。
And then the second body type is after the farming started.
第二類咧就係farming，就係耕種嗰類。
13,000 years ago.
Wow, 13,000 years ago. 13,000年啦。
And not in every country, but in the countries that have more farming.
其實當然唔係對應所有㗎啦，而係對應嗰啲比較多耕作嘅一啲國家裏邊。
Especially Asia.
特別係亞洲。
So, in that body type is a long face and very thin chest and just kind of look like no muscle.
係啦，咁嗰類型係比較瘦少啲嘅，咁同埋冇乜脂肪，比較所有嘢少啲嘅肌肉，係成個人成個身形都係比較薄嘅。
And those kind of people, they have a hard time to gain weight.
嗰啲人嚟講咧，佢哋要減肥，要有肉係比較難啲嘅。
Or their stomach might get fat, but their body is so thin.
They're called model, right?
Model type.
模特兒身形，做完佢呢度突咗出嚟咧，但係嗰個啲肉咧脂肪都係比較少啲嘅。
The technical name is ectomorph.
嗰個 technical 嘅名叫 ectomorph.
So for this kind of personality, if they eat vegetarian, they're very healthy.
如果呢一類型嘅人咧，佢哋食菜嘅話咧，佢哋係非常健康。
Because the diet is mostly starch.
因為佢哋嗰個類型嘅就係咁樣嘅。
But if you are not that type and you eat it, you don't have problems.
如果你唔係呢類型，你又同食菜嘅話咧，咁你有問題。
And of course, they have to eat the type according to where they're from. If they're from Europe, maybe they can have dairy. If they're from Asia somewhere, maybe they cannot have dairy.
Gotta eat dumplings.
咁其實真係睇下佢哋好嚟自係邊一區，即係亞洲同歐洲嘅其實都係唔同嘅。
And then there's a third type according to the doctor, and that one is the soldier type.
第三類型我哋就講士兵型。
So if you can see like in Europe,
講緊歐洲嗰種。
it's like bigger chest, bigger muscle, smaller butt, like a triangle shape for men.
倒三角形啊，即係成個身都比較厚啲，比較高大啲嘅。
And for women, it's more like a shape.
女人就有葫蘆樽形。
So in China, you have North Chinese, in Europe, and a lot of Africans have this as well.
係啦，咁佢裏邊就係
North India, I think also.
North India also. 咁北印度嘅人都係呢一類型嘅身材。
Because too many, it's a constant war. So generation after generation. And what kind of soldier will fight well? It's really naturally strong.
咁呢個就好關乎佢哋係咪真係戰鬥㗎？咁即係你睇啲因為戰士佢哋要戰鬥咧，佢哋都係嗰啲咁嘅型格。
So this kind of body type, they can eat everything.
咁呢類型嘅人係最正，咩都食得。
But starch is always an issue for them.
但係澱粉嚟講對佢哋嚟講係一個非常重要嘅嘢。
So if they cut back starch, they'll lose weight quite fast.
如果佢哋唔食澱粉嘅話咧，佢哋就可以減肥好快。
But it doesn't mean more protein. It means more fat.
唔係話佢哋有更多嘅蛋白質，而係肥脂肪嘅啫。
So if you eat starch, you make sure it's with a lot of fat. Your blood sugar will be more stable.
如果你食澱粉嘅話，你要 make sure 裏邊有啲脂肪，咁可以就令你個血糖平衡。
And in fact, I just saw a research in India talk about if you cook rice with coconut oil, your blood sugar, diabetic can eat it, the blood sugar doesn't go up.
佢話如果喺印度有一個調查咧，就話如果你煮飯嘅時候落啲椰子油嘅話咧，咁你個血壓係唔會上升。
So it's less fat.
仲少啲肥，少啲脂肪。
But that's like traditional Chinese cooking. Maybe 豬油飯.
Yeah,
係啦，即係好似中國嘅豬油飯。
So, but unfortunately, since the 70s, that's been being stopped because of the U.S. That triangle, the pyramid, nutritional pyramid, and tell us we should eat more starch and less oil.
係啦，咁喺70年代嘅時候就停止咗，因為喺西方研究裏邊就話你應該少啲嘅油去煮嘢啊咁。
But look what happened to the United States after they went to that triangle is a 60% obesity.
但係去到60年代，60大概有60% 嘅話係咪 diabetes？
Diabetes is another huge symptom.
係啦，就另外糖尿病都係 diabetes。
Before that, the United States there was not many fat people. You look at the movies. You look at the actors, and not just the actors, but the regular public. They were always thin. Right. It was after the 70s, everybody just blew up.
其實60年以前咧就美國唔係好多肥人嘅，係70年代之後啲人就開始越嚟越肥。
仲要係嗰個時候啲人咧，就算唔係明星都係好身材好瘦嘅。
睇見佢哋
係70年代之後啲美國人開始並白。
So 2 months ago, I read a report that the USDA they're going to make a new chart because if they realize this chart is not accurate, it's not good.
咁啱啱2個禮拜前佢就睇咗一個報告啦。咁 USDA 裏邊嘅嘢已經係有啲唔同咗咯。
I think we don't need to wait for any recommendation. The important thing is to figure out your body type and then where you're from, and then try to match the right food and just follow the traditions.
其實多常話其實唔需要太複雜嘅，咁你只需要睇下你自己係屬於邊個類型嘅人格啦，即係邊類型嘅人咧，然後去揾一啲啱嘅食物，咁就已經啱㗎啦。睇下你自己係嚟自邊度啦，揾啱嘅食物咁已經 OK。
So even for myself, I'm from Greece, so we eat the Mediterranean diet.
咁好似佢咧，佢係嚟自希臘咧，咁所以佢就會食地中海類型嘅嘢啦。
The Mediterranean diet is not a lot of meat. My grandfather only eat meat once a week.
咁而地中海型嘅人咧，佢哋唔會成日食肉嘅，咁好似佢嘅祖父先祖輩嗰啲，佢都係大概1個禮拜先食一次。
Fish and seafood every day.
每日都食海鮮嘅。
And then vegetables every meal.
菜每一餐都有啦。
And then some wine and olive oil.
哇 I like it。有啲酒啦，同埋olive oil 即係橄欖油。
And there was bread. If you're not full, you can have some bread.
如果唔飽就可以食麵包。
But the bread was like if you look at the bread now, if you go to buy bread, there's like 20, 30 ingredients. It's not just wheat. At that time, it was just wheat and yeast. Very simple.
咁佢話以前嗰啲而家我哋去買麵包，其實裏邊就有好多嘅配料啦，好多嘅成分。咁但喺以前就淨係得係麥嘅啫。
And traditionally, we don't eat bread directly. We always have oil with it.
我哋一般嚟講，我哋都唔會直接食麵包啦，我哋一定會加啲橄欖油。
Traditionally, when we eat salad, there's oil on the bottom. Everybody will dip the bread to eat the oil.
傳統嚟講咧，我哋就會有油啦，跟住然後用啲麵包去油啲油嘅。
Or if even now you go to a Greek restaurant and you order bread, they will actually slice the bread and put oil on top for you already.
Yeah, right. 如果你而家去一啲希臘餐館食嘅話咧，佢哋一樣係有油啦，個麵包上面都會落啲油喺度。
So that means your fat level is much higher.
咁所以即係話俾佢嘅脂肪比例係比較高啲。
Yeah, but so there's no easy way.
Yeah.
冇一個容易嘅方法嘅。
So for you, just looking at you, you're more like the soldier type with a little bit of the old type.
對你嚟講咧，係其實係兩個 Esther 其實佢係混合嘅。 有啲係士兵型啦 ，soldier type 啦，亦都係有啲係 O 型嘅。
So immediately that means your fat level has to come up.
所以對嚟講咧，就嗰個脂肪型就會高啦，就會提升啦。
So we're talking about at least 3 tablespoons coconut oil per day.
唔該，你每日食3斤嘅椰子油。
Maybe 1 tablespoon olive oil.
1斤嘅橄欖油。
And maybe a couple teaspoons of like flaxseed oil or omega-3 oil.
哦，或者係幾斤嘅呢個 flaxseed oil 啦，其他種類嘅油啦，亞麻籽油啊嗰啲。
So if you have let's say each meal you eat 豬油飯，
如果你每餐食豬油飯
，it's okay。
係可以嘅。
But then you still need some fish or some kind of omega-3.
你都係需要食啲海鮮啊、魚啊、omega-3 啊咁。
So if you're vegetarian, you can. So you just add, you would have lots of nuts and then flax seeds.
如果你都食素嘅話，其實都得嘅，咁但係你就要食好多嘅果仁啦，同埋亞麻籽油。
So there's nothing wrong with vegetarianism. It's just that if you want to do it right, you need to take a lot of time and effort. It's not so simple.
其實素食者係冇問題嘅，只不過你係更加需要鑽研其他嘅嘢，要加埋其他嘅嘢落去。
And Hong Kong people are so busy that it's really hard. If you go to a vegetarian restaurant, all is starch. Everything is starch and vegetable.
係啦，佢話香港人其實又咁忙啦，咁如果我哋去素食餐館，其實都好多澱粉。
And they don't use coconut oil; they use really lousy vegetable oils.
佢話佢哋又唔用椰子油啦，調翻轉佢哋用啲好粗嘅一啲菜油。
For those kind of oil, you actually after you eat it, your body get more swollen.
其實食咗對身體一啲益處都冇。
Yeah. So very tough to be a healthy vegetarian.
咁我想講
喺香港
你啦，
素食者係真係好難。
主持嘅工作今日唔使點做嘢 OK。咁其實好多西方嘅男士啦，啲 Western guys，要大好多好大隻嘅好大嚿㗎嘛，咁個肚腩又好大啦，好拋咁樣啦。咁你都係一個白人啦，咁你食啲咩？點解你冇肚腩嘅
？This fat come out have many reasons. Okay, first is eating the wrong food.
個肚突出嚟嘅話咧，其實有好多原因嘅。其中一就係你食冇食好嘢啦。
But another reason is too much stress.
另外一個就係太多嘅壓力。
And too much sugar.
第三就係太多糖。
So think about the average Western breakfast. Okay?
我哋諗下一般嘅西方早餐
You have toast, you have jam.
你有多士，你有呢個 jam 咯。
So that's already like a British breakfast, maybe a little bit better. They have bacon and eggs.
And that's it.
係啦，譬如英式嘅譬如英式仲比較好啲，因為你有 cheese 啦，你有你有 ham 啦，你有火腿啦嘅嘢，咁可能仲會有一啲脂肪喺度。
But most people don't have time for that. You go to Starbucks and get a biscuit and
但好多時我哋而家就去 Starbucks， 可能攞塊餅乾啊。
怪之得我有個 girlfriend 咧，佢以前係 model 嚟嘅，哇好身形好高嘅，一隻8'9"咁樣。咁我見佢同佢一齊食飯咧，哇佢食嘢食得多到咧嚇死我，佢食好多嘢嘅嚇。咁跟住我就話：我點解你可以食咁多嘢？你都咁苗條嘅咧？咁跟住佢話：我就係要苗條，所以我食好多嘢。佢如果我食唔夠嘅嘢嘅話咧，我就會肥啦。
Yeah, now we're talking about metabolism in control.
What is metabolism?
新陳代謝。
新陳代謝sorry，我哋而家就講緊新陳代謝。
So if you don't eat enough, your blood sugar is low. If your blood sugar is low, your metabolism slows down.
佢話：如果你食唔夠嘅話，你就個新陳代謝就會降低。咁於是咧就點啊？佢就肥咯。Then you become fat.
Very easy.
Very 原來你食唔夠，你新陳代謝變低，你就非常容易變肥。
So why you can eat? Why I said if you eat oil, you can lose weight because after you eat oil, your blood sugar is more stable. So you feel like you have money enough, so you can spend money.
因為我哋食係啦，頭先食飯咧，跟住我哋食啲脂肪落去啦，咁你嘅血糖保持平衡㗎啦，即係等於銀行裏邊有錢。
Yeah, so if she's a model, she's probably the farmer type.
如果佢係 model 嘅話，佢可能就係嗰個我哋所謂第二型嗰個耕作型。
So
she very skinny.
Right.
Very small.
Yeah, that's the farmer.
Long face and
farmer
very
type.
tall.
Valentine 係啦，
我個 girlfriend 就係啦，佢係好瘦好薄，啲骨好長個面，即係成個人掹長咗。
So she can get away with a lot of starch.
所以佢就可以食好多嘢。
But still, eating more of the right food, you can increase metabolism. You can also drop fat.
係啦，所以如果你食對嘢嘅話咧，你嗰個新陳代謝就會提升啦，咁所以你都唔會肥。
Yeah, basically, if you want a perfect body, you need to spend a lot of time in it.
咁所以如果我哋想要一個好好嘅身體嘅話，其實我哋要喺食物裏邊真係
你不可以隨便吃。
唔可以隨便食。
But so first is about finding your right diet.
所以首先就要揾啱自己嘅飲食種。
And then I would suggest to start finding restaurants that have the kind of food that you can eat. Like say for you, Korean would be no problem.
Wow.
Meat and vegetable.
咁所以對 Esther 嚟講咧 ，Doctor 就會建議揀韓式啦。
我以前真係好中意
有肉
餐廳㗎，
有肉又有菜。
And also for Chinese food, can do seafood place would be great.
係啦，中國餐館都 OK， 但係裏邊要有海鮮嘅。
But not like fried noodles and fried right place.
但係唔好食炸嘢、煎炸嘢。
And Western food.
西方食啦。
Steaks but if you don't eat meat, then a vegetarian Italian kind of restaurant.
你又唔食牛嘅
Spanish
西班牙
我仲可以食啲羊肉嘅，仲可以食到唔會作嘔。
Because those kind of restaurants have a lot of vegetable-based dishes.
因為嗰類餐廳都有好多菜啦，亦都有好多嘅橄欖油啦。
So you're okay. But then you won't go, the restaurant doesn't fit you, you don't even go in there. Because you have no time.
唔啱你食嗰啲就唔好去啦，因為你好忙啊嘛。
And then of course exercise, everybody knows. The more you exercise, your metabolism can come up as well.
所以運動都好啱㗎，因為會提升你嗰個新陳代謝嘅。
But again, the most important is psychologically bringing your stress level down.
但係最重要嘅都係將你嘅壓力指數降。
And the only way you can bring it down is if your life is what you really want it to be.
而其中一個最主要嘅因素就係你去做你想去做嘅嘢。
If you have a terrible marriage, a terrible job, terrible children,
terrible lover,
and then you're like so stressed out all the time, all the stuff we said is probably useless.
係啦，咁如果佢話你有一份好唔中意做嘅工啦，有一段好唔想要嘅關係啦，
有差勁嘅老婆老公情人咁樣，
係啦，咁咁你嘅身體就會。
So you got to be clear, why are you living for? What's your purpose?
咁所以你需要清晰嘅，你知道你嘅生存嘅意義係啲乜嘢。
Like you could be in a terrible marriage, okay, without money, but your purpose of life is just to have children. So actually it's okay if you have children and you're working hard and suffering, but actually you can still healthy because you have the children.
如果譬如你縱然你有一段好差嘅關係嚇，但係你嘅人生目標係想要仔女嘅，而你正要有一個仔女，咁對你講都 OK 嘅喎。
Just be clear.
只要清晰就得啦。
Because if you're clear, then it's quite easy to arrange your work, your job, even what country you should be, even what you should eat is all very clear.
只要你清楚嘅話咧，其實所有嘅嘢，無論你喺邊度啊，或者邊個地方你想要留低嘅話咧，只要你清楚就得。
And that's why I write so many books about the subject.
所以亦都係點解我寫咁多書都係關於呢啲嘅題目。
And that's why I feel like the spiritual healing is the most important. So what I'm saying by spiritual healing is find yourself and live the life that you should be living.
而佢所寫咁多書籍，佢亦都覺得最有意思就係靈性治療啦，亦都係揾到你自己嘅話，你亦都揾到你嘅精神所在。
Yeah, because the tradition of spiritual healing is somebody touch you and then you get healed. Okay?
因為喺傳統嘅治療 spiritual 即係靈性治療裏邊，就係有人鬥你嘅話咧，咁你就已經被治療啦。
But you could be healed for now, but if you're stressed and everything else so bad, you need someone to like stick their hand on you 24 hours a day for the rest of your life. You know? So it's not gonna work.
雖然你啱啱嗰一刻被治療啦，但係你之後出去又會有翻，咁你冇可能有人24小時將雙手擺喺你度。
It's comfortable, but it's not the real solution.
雖然好舒服，但係並唔係一個確實嘅。
好，我哋今日嘅時間又差唔多啦。咁我可唔可以總結下咧？Dr Lenis 講嘅嘢咧就係第一就係我哋要揾到我哋嘅生命，我哋想要咩啦，做咩嘢可以開心啦，即係好似我同阿Santa 咁樣啦，即係我做雙掌黑啦，你做你嘅多人者中心啦，我哋非常之開心。 咁啊 basically 咁啦。然後跟住咧，我哋先去揾到底乜嘢嘅食物嘅模式，或者係我哋嘅祖先係點樣食嘢嘅。咁然後跟住咧，我哋就跟住嗰個 way 去食啦。咁其實我哋係唔能夠話啊 O 型係咁食嘅喎，我哋咁食啦，或者係生命密碼話係咁食係咁食嘅喎，係唔得嘅。其實我哋需要知道可能話我哋嘅祖先點樣食嘢啦，我哋細個嗰時點樣食先健康咧，然後再揾翻個方法出嚟。真係冇一個方法，或者有一間傳銷公司嘅產品係可以照顧到全人類嘅。Am I right?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah! 咁啊當然咧，亦都係比較簡單咧。如果譬如你話，哇，我真係冇咁多時間，咁你都可以咧揾啊 Dr Lenis，佢間唔中係嚟喺香港嘅，就可以揾佢咧同你做一個個人嘅諮詢啦嚇。咁佢就可以咧根據你嘅體型啦、你嘅健康情況咧，係俾一啲咧好實在嘅忠告。點樣食嘢啦？有啲咩藥可以幫到你啦？點樣嘅生活形式啦？可能你需要轉工啦，可能你需要散拖啦，要同嗰個人分手啦咁樣樣。咁好啦，咁我哋咧今日嘅時間咧就差唔多啦，非常之多謝咧 Dr Lenis come to our show，it's such an honour。多謝 Cam 豬豬同我哋咧做呢個翻譯啦，同埋咧阿 Santa 咧陪我一齊咧做主持噶。咁我哋咧跟住咧下一集我哋會繼續講咧我哋 spiritual healing 啦、靈性嘅治療咧、其他嘅資料噶。咁我哋今日咧就要同你哋講拜拜啦 ，Let's say goodbye，bye。